Let's see, our favorite would probably be Everything We've Done.
And then Tom.
And then Tom Jones.
Hey.
But we always have loved the Big Starfighter series that Doug did growing art, and he's a friend of mine. But the old Marvel stuff being reprinted too is great to be able to have that in volumes.
We're going favorite Star Wars dark horse moments. Mine is very recent. It's when Sue Rostoni sent me a really great page from the comics, from the Invasion comics, in which she and Randy were trying to outblood each other. And unfortunately, I think this will never see the light of day, but it was the moment of that day just made me smile.
I guess my favorite comic moment was when I got to do Mara Jade by the Emperor's Hand. The thing that makes it unique for a novelist is I could, along with the dialogue, I could write directions to the artist, and the artist actually follows them. We have no such power over editors and art directors.
Okay, well, I've got so many favorite moments, I don't even know where to begin. There's a great moment in Heir to the Empire where Luke is confronted by a bunch of savage aliens, and they've all surrounded him, and he throws his lightsaber and goes around in a circle, and they all fall in half. That was great. Colin Wilson drawing the Yuuzhan Vong fleet, that was right up there too, although there's a great moment in Invasion Zero where Han Solo finds one of Chewie's loose hairs on the seat in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. That was a nice touch too. There've been a bunch of them, and like I said, as much as fun as it's been to do this for 20 years, I can't wait for the next 20 years. I wrote my first Star Wars comic in 1983 for Marvel, and I wrote one, I had a great time doing it, and then the editor called me back and said, well, we'd like you to write another one. And I was like, okay, great. And then she said, we wanted to have hoojibs in it. And for those of you who don't know, hoojibs are these little telepathic bunny rabbits that I had not a clue what to do with. So consequently, I didn't write any more Star Wars comics for 12 years. But when Dark Horse got the license, I was excited, but I still sort of felt like, yeah, I'm not going to do any more of these right now. I just don't have any ideas. And then Mike Richardson and I did Crimson Empire, and ever since that day, I wake up every morning and I think, wow, we should do this. We should do this too. And how come nobody's ever thought of doing this? So, like I said, we're looking forward to the next 20 years, and I'm really wondering if 20 years is going to be enough. So,
We've been Hoojib free for 20 years.
yes. And if my assistant has anything to say about it, Freddie Lenz, she's a darling, but she desperately wants us to do more hoojibs. So we may have to find a writer. Are we ready for something? I'm going to turn the mic over to young Jeremy Atkins here.
You know, I was originally going to start this panel off by telling a story about how my favorite Star Wars comics moment was the day that I bought Dark Empire #1 when it came out. But you know, that actually, things you do San Diego Comic-Con and you realize things change, like no matter what you think you're gonna do or what you think you're gonna say, something different's gonna happen. And that happened today at about 6:30 a.m. when I walked into the Dark Horse booth. And I saw Randy dressed like this, and I was like, you know, that's my favorite Star Wars comic. But that's not actually why I'm here right now. We have a surprise special guest that I want to bring up to talk for a couple minutes about his favorite Star Wars moment. And if any of you are familiar with his work, it will come as no surprise that he's a Star Wars fan. Mr. Seth Green, ladies and gentlemen.
At the podium? This is the third. Thank you. This is the third podium that I've accidentally had at Comic-Con. That's not till 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, see you later. I didn't really prepare anything, so I guess I'm kidding. No, I actually love the Star Wars comic Tag and Bake. I thought that was that's kind of my sensibility. The two guys that sort of accidentally wound up in the middle of everything, and oh man, the cost of this panel is hi guys. I just thought that was really cool, a really funny story about you know, exactly what I love telling as far as Star Wars goes, sort of the periphery of that universe. The stories that you know are happening are really important, but the normal, everyday humans or aliens that are just doing kind of mundane stuff and trying to get by, I just think that's really funny. That's my favorite book. Should I say anything? Do you guys want to?
You want to give us anything you're doing?
Anything I'm doing? I got to play. We can't talk about that. Everybody knows we can't talk about that. I wish I was plugged in. I could show you a funny picture. I guess I could hand my cell phone around, but that seems impractical. I will say this about that. We're working really hard on it. George is actually really excited about it. Oh my gosh, hi Bonnie Burton! When you say that's true, when you say George is very excited about the thing that no one can talk about?
Yes, but I'm not going to be quoted on it.
You won't be quoted?
Robot Chicken Star Wars 4.
I don't know, to tell you the truth. I feel like the third one worked really well. And we were very excited that it worked and that people didn't think it sucked and that we got to tell an hour-long story and can actually tell a story. And I think we'll try and do some of the stuff, oh, this is even too much to say, but how about this? We'll apply a similar sense of humor that we use, we'll apply the same sense of humor that we use on Robot Chicken to the news show. Is that even too much to say? The same sense of humor? Like the same sense of smell, could we say? It smells like Robot Chicken.